cops and that woman wasn't stabbed. It's just crazy to me that people can believe that.
Well, I mean, the full video's out there.
Yeah, and the full video is very graphic.
Well, the thing is, they don't understand what the PSYOP actually is. You know, like, there's a PSYOP, and then there's physical weapons, bioweapons. So, I mean, there's a difference between a PSYOP and then just flooding a country with bioweapons that will mass murder everybody. And we're seeing that. So, I mean, are they worried about bioweapons, or are they worried about the PSYOP? Or, because they're two different things, you know? The PSYOP was, hey, be quiet and allow your country to get invaded with all these people and accept them as the same as you. That's the PSYOP. The bioweapon is the bioweapon. And those are the ones they've flooded us with, and we can see it. You know, you go from like one of the safest countries on the planet to crime everywhere and everything out of control and totally insane. So, yeah, that's the PSYOP. That's why they have CRS. I mean, do they know about CRS, Rush? Like the DOJ's CRS, that's the apparatus that's responsible for the PSYOP to not publish these things and to keep them under wraps so people don't actually stand up and say, hey, we don't want these bioweapons in our country anymore. They're violent. They've been killing people at an alarming rate. I mean, Trump. Let me put this up. So I have a couple posts here. And if you think that this is a PSYOP, show them this. This is my post. I made it last night. And it's the crime statistics from the FBI from 1956. They pulled from 1,551 U.S. cities. And according to the FBI, that blacks in those areas made up 10% of the U.S. population. And they accounted for 60% of violent crimes. 60% of violent crimes. So, what's the PSYOP? They've been doing this since the 1950s. There's nothing new. 72% of blacks were married at the time with a father in the home. There was no rap music back then. So, what is it? And then, here's another post from Donald Trump. I'll put that up there. And he says, there should be public executions for all to see. He says you'll end this bullshit fast. You see it up in the, I put he's calling for public executions. That was in 2013. Here's another one of his posts from 2013. He says, sadly, the overwhelming amount of violent crimes in our major cities is committed by blacks and Hispanics. A tough subject must be discussed. So he was saying this 12 years ago. People were, you know, the FBI stats and Times Magazine was talking about this in 1956, 1958, and we're still talking about it today. Nothing's changed. It's literally the exact same statistics from the 1950s until today. And they can blame it on whatever they want. But the fact is, it's in their DNA. It's baked into the cake. They're just violent. And we see the same things happening, not in America. You see it all over Europe, where they've flooded into Europe. You see the Somalis, the blacks, are the most violent in all of Europe. It's not a surprise. This is their DNA. It's in their DNA to be violent. It's just a fact. Like, that's what all the statistics, if you're honest about this, all the statistics point to this exact. And it has been for a long time. This is nothing new. This has been going on for a very, very, very long time. So, yeah, there's nothing shocking about this. The CRS has buried all this crime. Elon Musk just released a clip from, here, let me throw this up there too, so you guys can see it. But Elon Musk put out Matt Walsh's breakdown on this, and Matt Walsh, he's sitting there saying that blacks are the most violent people on the entire planet. Not just in the United States, on the entire planet. When you look at the statistics, and he goes through the statistics, and Elon just put it on Bless. He posted 2 hours ago, Elon did. The conversation is finally happening. The CRS can't hide it anymore. They can't stop it. Caroline Levitt just got done railing on the mainstream media for not covering this story. It's extremely obvious, and the media's protecting these guys. Like when Daniel Penny stopped that guy from trying to attack all these girls on the train, AOC was all over it, like white on rice. When this case happens, where's AOC? Where's your fat fucking lips now, AOC? Where you're not blabbering? I don't see you making a statement now. Where's AOC? She loves to run her mouth. Where is she right now? She's nowhere to be seen. All those faggots with Ukraine flags in their bio, where are they right now? This is a Ukrainian girl that got slaughtered. Where are you now? Where are all you faggots? Where are you at? Not a fucking peep from them either. So it just goes to show how degenerate, even anyone who has a Ukraine flag in their bio, they're just a faggot. All the blacks, they're just trash. Literally all blacks. Every single black is trash. This isn't an understatement. Every single black is trash. They made claims. They said, oh, they ran up to her after and people helped her. The fuck they did. I have the video up there in the jumbo. I just put it up there. This is my post from this morning. Right after she got stabbed. Who came to help her? Who? They all just stood there and stared at her.
They like stepped over her blood as they walked by her. I mean, it's sickening. And I mean, and yeah, that's my point to this guy is, I mean, what makes you think this is made up? This happens daily in the United States. I made that post yesterday. Someone gave a great collage of incidents that happened in August. That happened last month. It was a full month full. I mean, black people commit twice as many interracial murders, around 800 a year. So that accounts for, pretty much 2 a day. We get 2 of these a day. And 99.9% of the time, we never hear about it. We never would have heard about this case if they didn't release the video. I'm loving this new resurgence for Austin Metcalf. I saw Elon Musk post that also. Everyone is calling for the Austin Metcalf video because we know that video is out there. We know that the CRS or some other government organizations, the liberal local government of Houston is holding that video from the American people, and I mean, it would be a pivotal time to release that video. And it's great to see. I mean, we talk about this stuff all the time. We talk about this crime all the time. It's great for the first time. This is a mainstream issue. This thing that general stat from the 60s. I mean, it was probably pretty consistent in the 20s, but there was segregation, and there was no all the murder was in the same community. And now that we live amongst ourselves and 60 years murders of one demographic, really 2% of the population committing 50% of the murder, 50 to 60% of the murder. It's always above 51. I've seen years where it's 54, 56, 60. I mean, it's extremely consistent. The black murder rate in America, and yeah, tying in the murder rates of other countries. I mean, it's extremely consistent with Great Britain, which has kind of the same black population. And then if you look at other countries that have, all black populations like Haiti or Nigeria or, those types of things, the black murder rate in our major cities like St. Louis, where the predominant population is almost in line with those cities, like the capital of Haiti. I mean, it's just look at the statistics. All the information's out there. I mean, I came to this resolution a long time ago, brainwash myself to think, oh, well, maybe it's just culture. And then when you look at it internationally, and it doesn't matter what the culture is, it still has the same statistics. You kind of realize it's more about genetics. But Ivy, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Well, it's I was watching that video and it's just in my guts. It was like, is this really happening everywhere in white countries? I'm living almost in ethno state back home, but also the second country that I'm living is ethno state, and I didn't have exposure to all this crime through all my life, and I'm almost 50, and it's really heartbreaking what they are, what we are allowing for us to see and witness and be part of some kind of crime. And everybody is protected except white people. This is now race and civil rights issue. White people in United States and Europe need to bring back their rights to live in normal society. Back home, we have like 0.81% less than one per capita murder. Less than one. I mean, it's safe country back home. I can walk on the street. Here in Saudi, you will not see anything like that happened to anybody, even the worst one. I believe there is some murders, but you will not see that on the street. So I didn't used to it to live in that society. I visit California maybe now will be 3 years. I stay in one small city, Carlsbad, I believe near to San Diego. And when I walk through San Diego, I was so aware of my surrounding that it was very strange for me to experience that. I didn't feel safe. Just walking with my friends, and then you see this. He's obviously part of the gang in this small town. It was fine. It's a small town, so different, but it's not safe for us, and they hate us, and this is silent genocide of us for so long time. And we need to change this, and this is the time to change. This is the time, because if we don't change now, we will disappear. It will not be white people anymore. We will be just slaved, and we will be hunted, and it doesn't look good. So my experience, I never was exposed to this, but even to see what happened, I didn't realize how big problem you have till maybe year and a half. I was like, it blew my mind how much they doing damage in United States, Europe also, but back home I'm safe, and it's a beautiful feeling when you're walking among your people and you see just culture. Is there things that it's not good in our society? Yeah. Is there some bad apples? Yeah. But we will call out our people, but they will never do that. Any other race, they will never call out what they are doing. yesterday.
You know, and all those guys crying, you can kiss that goodbye. Their whole Dylan, this is a civil rights issue. There's no such thing as civil rights. Civil rights is all civil rights means is a license to kill. That's it. And the CRS and the DOJ has helped that this entire time. The civil rights is the cause of all of these problems. Literally all the problems we have in the United States comes from the civil rights. Opening our borders to all these brown and blacks to flood into our country, giving blacks access to our society, and all they've done is just shit all over the place and murder everybody. You know that guy who murdered this girl, his brother's also in prison for murdering a white guy.
And his father.
And his father. So, I mean, it's just like, this is who these people are. This is what they represent. They're constantly trying to kill people. They want to kill people. You know, they cry about Emmett Till and all this retarded nonsense. You know, it's like, look at what they've done since we've given them civil rights. Look at what they've done since we've allowed them to have access to our society. They've burned everything to the ground. They've killed countless people. Over 150,000, I think, they've killed since the civil rights bullshit, since we've ended the segregation. They've killed more people than what died in World War I. Americans. They've killed more Americans, white. They've killed more white people in America than we lost in World War I. That's what the blacks are. That's who the blacks are. They're violent, and this needs to be talked about, and we need to put an end to this. I advocate shipping them back to Africa. Every single one. That's the best solution. Ship them all back to Africa. Adios. Go to Liberia. That's what was given to you. You guys didn't want to leave. It was offered to you. They assassinated Lincoln to make sure these people could stay. And it's been a problem ever since. And all they do is cry a victim while they're running around killing as many white people as they possibly can. So yeah, it's just, we're done with the nonsense. We're done with all this. It's time to start putting these people out of our country, getting rid of them. This whole Civil Rights Act, Harmeet Dillon, she can go to. She needs to be sent back home to India. We're tired of this. She's sitting up there trying to talk like, oh, this is a civil rights issue. Yeah, you think? All of this is. What about the CRS? That's helped facilitate all this. That's given these blacks a license to kill. The CRS, what the CRS does is they go in and they get the victim's family to say, oh, I forgive the guy. And then they turn around to the judge and say, okay, give him a light sentence because we've coerced him into saying that he forgives them. And then they give him these super short sentences, slap on the wrist for killing people, and then right back on the street doing it again.
Why are you showing these niggers respect? Calling them black. They're fucking niggers.
All right. A man who's dressed up as a woman. Okay.
Lefty training. There's a guy that likes to send D-pics to the girls down there. Try back on the weekend space there, Big Hawk.
No, that's not Big Hawk. That was Catholic something.
No, I just told the other guy.
I blocked the other guy. We're not dealing with this Catholic country, 25, you're black. We're getting never coming back. Trannies, we don't need trannies. Putting women in your profile picture, running around with that nonsense, you're gone. So, but yeah, this is the wrong. Yeah, Big Hawk, you're not coming up. This is a space for ethnic Americans only. You're not even American, so have a good day. But Brock, yeah, go ahead, jump in there.
Yeah, we're all shocked. We're all stunned. There's a huge backlash. Obviously, everyone can see it. The thing that really is causing me a lot of concern is that it seems like, a lot of these big accounts, Matt Walsh, for example, it's all talk and no action. I mean,
You get cut off there, Brock?
Yes.
Those. Brock, you're great, Mike. Let us down today. It shows it's open. You might have to cycle, buddy.
No, it shows it's close. You might have to come up real quick. Yeah, but this is the same thing over and over again, guys. We've been dealing with this forever, and putting someone like Harmeet Tajik Dillon up there in the civil rights is just retarded on Trump's behalf. She's a foreign-born Indian. She has no. I mean, what does she have to do with civil rights? Civil rights weren't for her. They weren't granted to her to begin with. So I mean, this is the kind of stuff that is problematic when you put these types of people even into the civil rights. You put all these black people into the government. They all hate you. They're all living off of you. That's. I saw a post from Besnet, and he was talking about the job numbers in America and how they overinflated them by 1 million under Biden. He's like, yeah, because they needed to show that the economy is doing great. We need to keep bringing in more foreigners. But they weren't. The economy wasn't doing great, and we didn't have that many jobs.
Well, sorry about that. Looks like General lost his space there. It is a app ran by Indian H1B Indian, so we do have